to my channel, Licensed Immigration. Today we're going to talk about the eligibility for the green card. How can I apply for a green card? Listen closely. These are your options. In order to apply for a green card, you must be eligible under one of the categories. Listen closely. Once you find a category that may fit your situation, you may apply. You can receive a green card through family if U.S. citizen is a spouse of a U.S. citizen, unmarried child under the age of 21 of a U.S. citizen, parent of a U.S. citizen who is at least 21 years old. Permanent resident card. If you are the family member of a U.S. citizen, meaning you are the unmarried son or daughter of a U.S. citizen and you're 21 years old or older. Married son or daughter of a U.S. citizen, brother or sister of a U.S. citizen who is at least 21 years old, family member of a lawful permanent resident, meaning you are the spouse of a lawful permanent resident, unmarried child under the age of 21 of a lawful permanent resident, unmarried son or daughter of a lawful permanent resident 21 years or older, fiance, U.S. citizen or fiance child, person admitted to the U.S. as a fiance for a U.S. citizen K-1 non-immigrant visa, person admitted to the U.S. as the child of a fiance of a U.S. citizen K-2 non-immigrant, widower of a U.S. citizen, abused spouse of a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident, abused child unmarried and under 21 years old of a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident, abused parent of a U.S. citizen. Green card through employment. Immigrant worker. Our first preference immigrant worker, meaning you will have an extraordinary ability in the science, arts, education, business, or athletics, or as an outstanding professor or a researcher, or a multinational manager, or executive who meets certain criteria. Are a second preference immigrant worker, meaning you are a member of a profession that requires an advanced degree or have an exceptional ability in science of arts, business, or seeking national interest waiver. Are a third preference immigrant worker, meaning you are a skilled worker, meaning your job requires for a minimum of 2 years training or work experience. A professional, meaning your job requires at least a U.S. bachelor degree or a foreign equivalent and you are a member of the profession. An unskilled worker, meaning you will perform unskilled labor requiring less than 2 years training or experience. Physician national waiver are a physician who agrees to fulfill full-time job work in a clinical practice in a designated underserved area for a set period of time and also meets other eligibility requirements. Immigrant investor have invested or and actively in the process of investing at least $1 million or $500,000 in a targeted employment area in a new commercial enterprise in the U.S. we will create full-time position for at least 10 qualified employees. Green card as a special immigrant. Religious worker are a member of a religious denomination coming to the U.S. to work for a nonprofit religious organization. Special immigrant juvenile are a child who has been abused, abandoned, or neglected by their parent. Afghanistan or Iraq national serve as an Afghan or an Iraqi translator for the U.S. government. Were employed by or the U.S. government in Iraq after 20 of March 2003 for at least 1 year. Were an Afghan employed by the International Security Assistance Force. International broadcaster, employee of an international organization or family member or NATO 6 employee or family member. Are a retired office of employee of certain international organization or NATO a certain family member. Green card through asylee or refugee. Asylee were granted asylum status at least 1 year. Refugee were admitted as a refugee at least 1 year ago. Green card to crime victim or human trafficking. Human trafficking victim currently have a T non-immigrant visa. Crime victim currently have a U non-immigrant visa. Green card through victim abuse, the abused spouse of a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. The abused child, unmarried and under 21 years old, of a U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident. The abused parent of a U.S. citizen. Green card and other categories, Liberian refugee, diversity immigrant visa program, Cuban and Managed Adjustment Act, Indo-Chinese Parole Adjustment Act 2000, American Indian born in Canada, person born in the United States to a foreign diplomat. Green card through registry. You may be eligible to register for a green card if you have resided continuously in the U.S. since before January 1st, 1972. Remember to subscribe, activate notification bell to receive notification when I upload new videos, like the video and comment below. Thank you and have a blessed day.